bit of a late one. A little bit of a late one. 7:51. Headed over to American Barbell. Dude, the hip press over here is fucking nuts. So, barring any potential twinges or like pulls, which may make me want to say, all right, let's go a little bit lighter on quads today. That's gonna be a pretty solid fucking chunk of what this leg workout is gonna look like. So, hamstrings first, hamstring curls, RDLs. That'll pretty much just be, I mean, fuck. That's that's kind of all there really is for fucking hamstrings. But I honestly, I think I may, I wouldn't be surprised if I even go a little bit lower volume on hamstrings today, just because I can still feel they're a little tender from last leg day. Just a touch. So if I only do like 5 sets of hamstrings and then 8 or 9 sets of quads, I'll be all right with that. And frankly, I think I need some more quad focus anyway. So hamstrings out of the way first, and then once I move on to quads, my knees are just so warm. I've got a couple of reasons for it, but I really do think that most leg workouts, if they consist of hamstrings first, quads second, and that's kind of what I feel like the meta is. Because when I'm done with quads, I want to be done. Like I want to be able to go as hard as I can and be able to say, all right, that's the end of the workout. We're out of here. Let's fucking go home. All right, I want to be able to leave nothing on the table. So getting hamstrings finished first just makes sense. Plus, I'm not dying tired after hamstrings. I'll be sweating, but I'm not like crazy fatigued. So even though it is like 5 sets of fucking movements, I haven't really dropped much energy for all the heavier, kind of more intense quad level shit. But I'm a little torn, right? Because there's I'm always kind of referencing your, try to take every set to failure, don't leave too much in the tank. But it's kind of leg quads gets a little bit trickier, right? Because it's you got to actually balance your fucking stimulus to fatigue ratio, right? So if I do a set of leg press to complete absolute fucking failure, for one thing, I'm probably gonna get fucking stuck in the bottom of it, and then I'm gonna have to unrack the weight and then push whatever weight I can move back up to the top of the setting, do it again, load the weight. But I know I'll be able to get more work done if I do like 5 sets kind of hovering right around where failure is instead of hitting absolute failure, because I'll just be able to do it a little more consistently. Like if I'm doing barbell squats and I take each or I take whatever that first set is to like complete fucking failure, I've had lifts where the first set was like 5 plates on a 25 for like 10 or 12, and I couldn't even do that same weight again. It just totally fucking stressed my whole system out, like lower back, adductors, and I don't mean like injury wise, just like fatigue wise, to the point where I was like so unstable from that first crazy set. It's like, all right, let's move on to something else. So it's like it's like I'm trying to balance, what's a better way to take down a building, right? Like a goddamn tactical nuke, just try to blow the whole fucking thing up at once, or right, some specifically targeted kind of demolition spots around the base. So I know that would be easier on my knees for sure, right? Use a little bit more manageable weight, not pull anything. But I don't want that to sound like go easy, right? That's where I'm always kind of torn, because you can do sets that aren't a total failure that are still good, right? They're still totally fucking effective, adding to your workout's overall workload in fucking stimulation of whatever muscle that is, but not all of them, right? There is a place for being able to say, okay, that was enough, but try not to get too spoiled with yourself and reach only mild fucking difficulty and think, oh, that's enough, failure, racket. There's no gains with that approach, right? So it's kind of it's like a fine line of being able to know where that end of a set is. But I got a little bit further to go. This is kind of a haul for me, more like 40 minutes, But for this, for these leg machines, well, fucking worth it. Since it's that far away, since it's that far away, I haven't taken my pre-workout yet. I'm gonna save that for right when I roll up, because I don't need to be stimulated out of the max with 350 milligrams of caffeine for hamstrings. So if I drink it right when I roll in, finish hamstrings, I should be pretty much fully, well, caffeinated by the time quads is really moving around. Because that's the hard part, right? That's the main course. Hamstrings may as well be the fucking appetizer. But let's just throw some fucking weight around, go crazy, and go eat something after. I know I'm gonna be starving. Let's not overcomplicate things. Just do some simple straight sets. Failure partials, we know the deal. All right. Okay. Let's just repeat that exactly for a few more. Oh my god. Oh. These guys don't know what they're doing with the stack. That's only half of it. Now, of course, I'm not just doing like burnout reps, but this is what I like. There's no chance I would do the full stack for a nice controlled set like that. I'm telling you, man, 2025, we got to get heavier stacks. Time for a nasty one. Oh my god. Okay. Let's make it drop some. Come on. Let's do an alternating single leg set now. Okay. Oh. That's enough hamstrings. Let's get leg extension started. Then the real portion of this lift can actually begin. One more. Let's go get some Smith squats started. Damn. So I'm not going to go too crazy. This bar I think can hold 6 plates. So 5 45s and then 125 I think will be the sweet spot. And there's a certain level of anxiety, which is healthy, that comes with fucking moving this much weight around. But not to get too fucking, cliche motivational, but with some of your sets, I'm not saying every single one, I don't need to fucking dig to my deepest sources of fucking motivation for a set of squeezing dumbbell curls. But for a fucking crazy set of squats, you're using, basically your entire fucking body. And you're trying to push yourself to at least you're trying to push yourself to your absolute fucking limit. This shouldn't be fucking calm, man. Like, I'm gonna get as amped up as I possibly can and throw this shit around for as many reps as I can do. So how about you lead me to that? And then I'll see you in exactly 2 seconds for the start of this set. Rep goal, 500. Okay. One more was totally possible. I just fucking wussed out. Damn. Let's lose the 25s. Run that shit back. that might actually be a decent time to move on. Holy crap. Dude, my lower back feels so compressed. Oh, goodness. Oh. Fuck. Holy shit. Okay. Time for a leg press. After I sit down for a few minutes. Alright. Due to some availability issues, let's do one more set of squeezing leg extensions before leg press. Damn. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. I had a short hiatus. I had to deal with a little bit of something or other because keep in mind, when you're doing legs and you got a lot of fucking weight, you're gonna have some intra-abdominal pressure and you're not a closed system. So if you think it might be in your best interest to potentially take a bathroom break before something crazy, that's gonna beat the alternative, which I can happily say has never happened to me, but I've been close. And like, not even in a joking way, that'll throw you off a set. I mean, I've had reps at squats where, you know, I get down in the bottom of the hole and I can feel a little something and it kind of makes me want to like release my brace because I don't want to shit my pants. But that could be the cause of a serious lower back issue. If you've got a massive amount of weight in your back and then you suddenly go loose because you don't want to fucking, cause a scene. So use your best interest to prevent any mishaps like that. But I'm fresh, a few minutes of rest, not intentionally, but that's just the case. So I think that's 9 plates on either side. Let's go nuts here. And I've got the safety set right at the bottom, so I have no fear of failure. If anything, I'm kind of fucking aiming for it. But let's go nuts. I've just been spamming aerials. I hope I don't get sick of it. Come on. Okay. One more with this weight, but I think I'm gonna have to drop it to 8. But this is what I'm saying, you know, like I think I could have only done 1 or 2 more, but that's at the risk of having to fail, take off 4 fucking plates, push it back up, add plates back. Like, you know, you kind of have to think about your overall sort of load. But holy crap, my fucking legs are feeling like they're falling asleep. Let's keep some blood flowing, stand up, and just spam these until I can't anymore. Oh. Okay. Holy shit. Yeah. Same way, same everything. I think one more might just do it. Holy crap. Oh my God. I feel fucking great after that workout. And I'm not talking like some dopaminergic, like adrenaline. No. More of just like a deep fucking satisfaction. And half of it is not even to do with just what I brought to the table. That leg press is fucking insane. It's I mean, it's just something about the like the strength curve and like the activation angle. And I mean, I get zero glutes, all fucking quads. Dude, that is fucking nuts. And I get to feel extra cool because I know not everybody does legs that fucking hard. And by not everybody, I mean a pretty small fucking percentage. And this is me just not like seeing a real accounting of everybody that goes actually crazy hard. But it's been a while since I've been like crazy impressed watching somebody do like an absolutely crazy failure set. But no, they're being done, of course. I know you guys are grinding, but I would like to think that some of those squats and some of those like leg presses and maybe not so much the hamstring curls. Honestly, hamstrings is whatever, right? There's not and maybe this is just me being closed-minded, but for me, hamstrings are pretty much just as easy as any other muscle. Quads themselves have an added intensity which is not replicated by anything else. So getting hamstrings out of the way first, I mean, that's just a matter of course, or a matter of whatever. Quads, that's the real lift. And not the real lift, but the real fucking test, right? Of how bad you fucking... I don't even really think it's how bad you want it, right? But it's, I think it helps to be able to take it personal. You know, when I think of, like these quad sets where I'm really going crazy, like not as much the leg extensions, you know, those are, all right, I'm just kind of fighting the burn. And in a way, they just kind of happen. Like, I can sit there and kind of burn out to a point where there's really not much range of motion left, and it's really just like doing a light set of tricep rope extensions. Like, you can hit failure pretty simply just sitting there burning them out, but there's a fucking added difficulty to having, you know, however many hundreds of pounds supported by your legs or even on your fucking back, and it's up to you to move that shit around. So that first set of Smith machine squats, that was nice. I haven't really had a set where I was that like amped and excited for the last few weeks, maybe even like a few months of quads. So I'm glad that I've raised the bar for myself back to where it should be. But knees feel pretty good. I know what was fucking bothering my left knee. I did a I fucking I said this a couple times already, but I did a one-legged gainer off of a fucking pier in Michigan, and a damn near 270-pound build doing a full jump off of one leg must have been a little bit much in terms of my, is it your patella? Well, kind of right where all my fucking tendons tie into my shin. Like, not in like my knee joint itself, but just kind of where it all connects a little bit tendinitis-y. But backing off for a couple leg days over the last few weeks, and then making sure I don't do anything to stress that area out any further, seems to have worked fucking wonders. Because for a while, not very fun, right? Like, even doing one plate on like the Smith machine was kind of fucking nagging me. So that's why I was kind of doing some light leg extension days for a while. But, you know, that's what you got to do, man. If you fucking do something stupid, run into a little tweak that you didn't expect, the last thing you want to do is retweak it, make it worse, and then you're putting yourself in a seriously rough position. I mean, you could do a bad rep of bench and like hear a really crunchy fucking, you know, popping sort of feeling in your rotator cuff. Total, like, rack the weight, drop it, you know, do some kind of PT rotator cuff work, and then come back a month later and you're good. And that could be the end of it. But all too often the story is your dad talking about how he used to bench whatever in high school and then he blew out his shoulder. I don't think the blowing out of your shoulder is the full story, right? The real problem is, yeah, man, I mean, I used to squat 400, but my knee started to go. How many times did that guy try to keep squatting with a fucking hurt knee and just re-injure it and re-injure it and re-injure it to the point of, like, seriously fucking, I mean, just straight up debilitation, right? So be mindful. If you got a lot of weight moving around, regardless of what your strength level may be, make sure you go through your checklist of kind of safety protocols and make sure everything's kind of working. The last thing you want to do is feel like you're strong one day, go for a really heavy set of like fucking Smith squats like today, boom, fucking have something happen, right? So all that's to say, just be careful. Just be fucking careful. But Olympia weekend approaches fast. I'm not usually one to really comment on any kind of current events. I like keeping these videos pretty simple, just sort of talking about the lifts themselves. But there's no way not to reference this fucking monumental, let me think of a monumental amalgamation of muscle monoliths, all gonna concentrate in fucking Vegas. Now, personally, I'm a bit partial to the classic physique division. And of course, we got the top dog, Chris, coming back to defend his throne. But, man, Urs is coming back fucking huge. If you've seen some of his sort of pumped up, carved up updates. Ramon, insane. Vissers, equally insane. I'm getting excited to get some kind of collabs and stuff going, because I want to be put in my place. I want to really see just how far ahead these guys really are in a one-on-one pump off. Oh geez, because that's always a good eye opener. You know, seeing people you look up to on your phone or on YouTube videos, it is not that same sort of feeling when you run into them in person. So don't worry, that'll be that'll be eventually. We'll get some of that kind of stuff lined up. I'm not sure if I want to try to get videographer for those, or just copy the Sam style, use the tripod. To be determined. But until then, let's focus on our own bulk. So 96 days in, just about, what is that? So 96 days, that's 3 months. So a little less than 10 pounds per month rate of weight gain, which I don't say muscle gain because I've got more body fat on me than before. I'm holding more water and carbs than before. You know, there's the percentage of muscle that you really gain. It's not like if you gain 50 pounds on a nasty bulk, you didn't just gain 50 pounds of muscle, right? Probably, well, so far for me, after these 30-ish pounds from the lean 240 I was in the beginning, I'd say 10 pounds of that, maybe even 12 pounds of that is just extra intramuscular fluids, right? Carbs and water, right? Muscle glycogen. Like when I talk about being carved up, that's not just a sensation. Like you're physically holding on to more water and sugar in all your fucking muscles, which has pretty serious weight to it. So I'd say probably 12 pounds there. Totally maybe 10 pounds of body fat. So that would leave maybe 8-ish pounds of muscle or so. Something along those lines. And that even seems a little bit optimistic. I am, at the end of this bulk, I'm going to get a DEXA scan. So that'll give me a pretty real reading of just how crazy my muscle composition really is. And then at the end of the dieting phase, I'll do the same thing and see just what changed. I've been saying I'd do that for the last couple of bulks and dieting phases, but I must have slipped my mind. So post-workout meal, I am unfucking sure. Ugh. Need to go to the grocery. I might think I'm gonna do a breakfast for dinner. Probably 5-6 packs of instant oats, 6 eggs, probably just 2 American cheese slices mixed up into that right when it's kind of done cooking, so that it's all melted together. A little bit of hot sauce, not too much. You know, I don't mind spice, but if it's a little bit too spicy, I mean, it's just too much. And then at least 1 liter of water instantly. Dude, legs will fucking get you. I'm already drenched. I wonder just how much water I lost through sweat in this entire leg day. No need to know the exact figure, but if you just sweated out a bunch of fucking basically electrolyte water, which is what sweat is, then that would imply that you need to replenish that. That's not just magically going to show up. So, you know, carry around your stereotypical empty water jug, throw some electrolyte packets in there, and sip on that to your fucking heart's content and beyond. And I can tell you, you're going to enjoy it. If I'm trying to fucking get a solid lift, but my hydration is off, my pump is going to suffer. And I don't care how much food I ate that day, because half of the fucking pump isn't even just determined by how full of carbs I am. It's going to be how much fucking, you know, spare kind of fluid I have floating around my body and my blood. So if I'm a little bit dehydrated, I mean, that's fucking probably a 25% decrease in the quality of the pump. And that's not the whole story, right? I kind of care about my strength output and the intensity of the sets that I'm doing. But that all is to build up to that end state of being able to look at yourself in the mirror, do a couple flexes, say holy shit, and then get in the car, go home, and fucking refeed. But this bulk is fucking well on its way to some more new groundbreaking territory. We're getting close to having 270 be the absolute new baseline instead of just, you know, a high weight morning. Dude, I'm so excited for it to get fucking snowy. Winter bulk, that is a really solid combination, because then I don't have to get into a hot car at that, after already having done like a crazy workout, and I'm already sweating my ass off. Yeah, I think bulking and winter go hand in hand very fucking well. But until then, Let's just keep this fucking momentum. Oh, man. I'm getting really excited to be lean again. But that excitement is not gonna dissuade me from taking this bulk to its conclusion. Do not even think for 1 second that that's the case. All right, I'm all in here. So it's my responsibility to get some food, go to sleep, and then totally fucking annihilate chest tomorrow. So I'll see you then.